Everything we do is designed to empower someone. We empower farmers to flourish. We empower financial goals to be achieved. We empower healing to be found. I want to invite all of you to join with us in this mission.
Return on investment, a simple, fundamental principle all businesses rely on. Get more out than what you put in. What happens, though, when the business model is about investing in other people? When the product is designed to help others achieve their goals, realize their dreams, and advance their ambitions. A pure product that connects people in a way that can't be done on a store shelf. When intentions are pure, pathways appear and opportunities emerge. That's when we can pursue a better world together, side by side. When we help others succeed, those returns aren't measured on a spreadsheet or found on a line item. Empowering others is the most valuable pursuit we know.
Nearly 13 years ago, a few of us came together asking the questions that would help change the way millions of people view essential oils. We asked such questions as, why essential oils? Why do they work so well? And how can we make them even more powerful and more safe? Why have I had the experience that I have had? And what should I do now? What is my responsibility to share what I know has benefited my life with others? What sacrifices am I willing to make for the sake of sharing these gifts of the earth with others? Is there a way to spend the rest of my life in the service of others, teaching, sharing, and applying these gifts of the earth to those in need? These are questions that are a reflection of pure intentions that so many of us have had when we have begun our doTERRA essential oil journey. I believe every person who has found true happiness in every life endeavor must first begin with the right intentions. Eventually, we must have actions consistent with our intentions, but have good and pure intentions that lay the foundation of life's greatest joys. In contrast, those who start a work with incorrect intentions, based in fast or easy ways of making money or becoming famous, will find shallow meaning in their work. Once pure intentions are in place, then our work and sacrifice begins to see that success come to fruition. The owners of doTERRA are able to stand in our integrity not because we consider ourselves better than others, but simply because we have never asked others to do what we ourselves have not been willing to do to sacrifice for the cause of essential oil wellness. It is well known that doTERRA was funded by the personal resources of the founder group. It is also well known that we went 2 years with zero to very little salary. It may not be as well known that at the beginning of the second year of doTERRA's existence, we began to grow extremely rapidly. In order to stay in stock, we placed huge orders for inventory of our new and highly sought after CPTG oils, which placed us in financial stress. At one point, I sat down with our finance manager and she expressed deep concern that we would not have sufficient resources to pay our bills. As I looked at the numbers, I could see she was right. However, I had a feeling of calm surety that we would be all right. And I told her that we would be okay, even if the numbers didn't reflect it. At that time, I issued a final cash call to the other owners, requesting that they come forward with their final and full financial commitment. It was a time of testing and truth. I also met with our finance manager again and issued the payment priorities based on cash availability. Our first priority for payment was our commissions. We would pay our wellness advocates their commissions first. All other priorities would be second to this. The next priority would be to give our growers and suppliers the money that was owed them. We would always pay them on time. This led to our reputation in the market as a strong partner. Our third priority would be to pay the wages and benefits of our employees. The last priority would be to pay the owners of the company. We are so happy to report that we have never missed a commission payment. We are proud to say that we have never not paid a vendor, and we are very happy to say that we have always paid our employees. We've had enough to make all of these payments, even if it was just barely. The final priority was paying ourselves, the founders. That was always missed. We continued well into our second year with no to very little salary payment in order to keep all other priorities paid. This on top of mortgaging homes, borrowing where we could against retirement plans or from family. Fortunately, as time went by, our cash situation improved, and we were able to get by and make it successfully through the tight times. These early experiences, founded in pure intentions, have laid the foundation for a solid company that is privately held, fiscally responsible, led by a very experienced owner-management team. Because of these sacrifices, we have a company that is beholden to none, and our pure intentions have been able to come to fruition because we do not have outside funding, bankers, etc., who have other intentions. Sometimes we are asked why we chose network marketing or direct selling as our mode of distribution. Again, it was our intention to provide the world's highest quality essential oils in an affordable and value-based way. Because we did not want to spend our resources on advertising, paid professional endorsements, expensive packaging, we found direct sales or person-to-person marketing extremely appealing because we could instead focus on the highest quality oils. We could build the world's most generous loyalty reward programs. We could incentivize thousands of individuals to build their own doTERRA business and become debt-free by earning additional bonuses and commissions. It was our intention to empower people to become well and to live an essential oil lifestyle. That is what our model of direct selling provides. We empower people to teach, share, and apply gifts of the earth to each other in a unique way of serving their fellow men and women. Very early on in our history, we started the doTERRA Healing Hands Foundation as a way of enabling doTERRA and its members to give back. We knew early on that we were headed for tremendous success, and even though we had very little to give in the early days, we knew that it would be critical to embed deep into our culture the ability and the desire to give back, as success would lead to greater financial resources. I am so glad that this year's event is called Global Connection. Never before in the history of the human race has connection been more needed. We see separation, division, social isolation as a tool in the world of contention, anxiety, and infighting. Connection is the antidote to the division and the loneliness that leads to mental and physical health challenges. Not just any connection, but rather deep, meaningful human connection. Unfortunately, too often our culture today is promoting superficial relationships. The idea that we as a society through virtual and online social media are becoming alone together is probably somewhat true. Nothing can replace person-to-person or face-to-face, eye-to-eye, knee-to-knee connection. In my opinion, it is the ability to connect that has made doTERRA what it is today. The secret sauce of doTERRA leadership is our ability to connect with others in a meaningful way. It is why we have our industry-leading retention. When we use essential oils on ourselves, we are connecting with nature. When we put them on ourselves and then on others, we are connecting with nature and another human being. People who care about others are attracted to doTERRA and the way we create a safe place for people to belong and to be part of something important. How many times have I seen Dave Sterling talking to and listening to an employee, a partner, a wellness advocate that is in front of him? How many times have I seen Dr. Hill stay at a meeting until every single person with a question or health concern has been talked to? How many times have I seen Emily Wright connect with the world's poorest and most destitute people? I could say the same for Rob, Corey, and Mark. It is this ability to connect that has made every leader in doTERRA a true leader. I believe it is ultimately based in love. I have always witnessed personally that doTERRA is truly both a company of essential oils and a company of caring and kindness to others. It is this culture that draws and attracts goodness and enables each person to reach their full potential and use of their gifts. We invite you to use our certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. They are simply the most pure and potent oils on the planet. They will change your life, and when they do, you will desire to share your experience with those most dear and close to you. Such is our nature when any good thing happens to us. Eventually, you may wish to engage in an essential oil lifestyle of teaching, sharing, and leading many others to a better life of health and wellness. It is now my pleasure to introduce someone you are all too familiar with, Russell Butters. Russell came to doTERRA from outside our industry, but with incredible skills that have made doTERRA overall a better company. His passion, his drive, his relentless attitude, and his desire to see each of you succeed is remarkable. None of us are perfect, but at doTERRA, attitude determines altitude, and Russ has one of the most positive attitudes that is infectious and makes us all want to be better. I personally have witnessed Russ go through a difficult family tragedy, and I was so impressed at how he handled it. And that's when you really see a person's true character. Please welcome our Vice President of U.S. Sales, Russell Butters.
Welcome to the Pursue Pure Intentions session. Wow, what a week. This event has been different in so many ways, yet the same feelings of connection, love, service, humanity, and education still came through like we were all together. No pandemic can stop the momentum all of you have created. We've experienced so many incredible moments the last couple of days, but I'd like to think we've saved the best for last. This session is all about how building a business with doTERRA can help you. My name is Russell Butters. I'm the Vice President of Sales for the U.S. It's my job to help every one of you be as successful as possible. Just last week, I crossed paths with a lady named McKenna. She's a health-conscious mom who is thinking about starting a business with doTERRA. She was asking me questions like, is this a legitimate business? Can I actually make money doing this? Can I do this as a mom? And do I have to be a social media influencer to be successful? All of those are questions that you may have. So we put together an absolutely power-packed lineup of leaders to answer those questions. These are people who have been in your shoes, who had the same questions when they started their doTERRA business. They will give you insights into what it actually takes to be a successful wellness advocate. They're going to bust some of the most common myths about direct sales, give you resources for success, and tell you how they're building their business in 2020. But most importantly, we want you to walk away knowing that partnering with doTERRA is one of the best decisions you can make. And no matter who you are, where you're from, or what your background is, just like McKenna, there is a place for you here at doTERRA. So I'm telling you right now, you can be a successful wellness advocate.
Hi, my name is Jan Jeremias.
I'm Amanda Smith.
Hi, 大家好，我叫张玲玲。
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Waddell.
And we're the signing crew.
My name is Gina Cho.
My name is Joe Zelenka.
Mi nombre es Cristina Badel.
My name is Regan Jane.
Hi, my name is Sue Ann Grant.
I am Dr. Tina Lai Wong.
Hey there, my name is Roger Webb.
I am from New Jersey.
Yo soy venezolana.
I am from Arlington Heights, Illinois.
And we live in the San Francisco Bay Area.
I'm Wendy Wiggs. I'm a chef, a musician, and a joy enthusiast. I'm Sharon Farah. I'm a golfer, a posturist, and I'm married to Wendy Wiggs.
I am a board-certified pediatrician.
I'm a NATO Medal of Honor recipient, a single mama.
Was a clinical research scientist for over 20 years.
I'm a wife, a mother of 7.
A single dad of 5 incredible children. I'm a member of the LGBT community.
I used to be a professional football player.
And I've been a wellness advocate since April.
And I am a doTERRA wellness advocate.
我也是一名健康倡导者。
I'm a doTERRA wellness advocate.
And I am a wellness advocate.
Y soy consultora de bienestar en doTERRA.
I am a wellness advocate.
And we're wellness advocates.
For me, in one word, doTERRA has meant freedom.
Inspiración.
It would be the word empowerment.
It means family.
Is integrity.
If I had to describe doTERRA in one word, it would be blessing.
doTERRA means solutions.
doTERRA 对我来说意味着爱。
I started building with doTERRA because at the time in my life I had completely lost hope. I was a single dad, raising 5 kids on my own. I had been bedridden for almost a year. I was living on food stamps. Like, I couldn't get any lower.
After bringing my son, who was born less than a pound, home from the NICU.
After a major head injury and at a crossroad in my career.
And I knew that if the business was as good as the products, which it looked like it was, that I had finally found something that would help me to give my kids the life that I'd always hoped they'd have.
I'm not the one who started. It was all my wife. She started this. She saw the possibilities. She saw what it could be.
I tried lavender for the first time on his feet. He immediately curled up into me, stopped crying, and for the first time in 8 months of his life, I felt empowered as a mother.
I started building a doTERRA business because I felt like it integrated and merged and melded all of the different parts of myself.
Comencé a construir mi negocio con doTERRA cuando en algún punto comencé a sentirme estancada en mi carrera.
I began building with doTERRA because I wanted to expand my reach.
I wake up every morning excited about who I'm going to meet and who I can help.
So I understood just how powerful and unique the co-impact sourcing model was.
After my first class and later in that evening learning that doTERRA educators are called wellness advocates, I knew I had found my calling.
The business has allowed me to pick and choose the people that I work with, that I partner with, that I surround myself with.
Building doTERRA as a business has allowed us to pay off debt, to travel this U.S.
doTERRA has given us hope to find comfort.
doTERRA me ha permitido ayudar a muchas personas en todo nivel y por eso estoy demasiado agradecida.
And doTERRA has granted me that freedom, the ability, the autonomy to pursue what I'm passionate about.
This has allowed me to stay home with my 4 kids and contribute in really significant ways to my family.
I wanted to have a common purpose and a common goal with other people, and doTERRA has provided that.
现在我有更自由的时间陪伴家人。
doTERRA has inspired me to teach online through social media and do online classes and one-on-one consultations.
I feel like my success has come from being reliable and consistent.
Priority is in time management.
El uso constante e interactivo de mis redes sociales.
But when it really comes down to it, most of my time is spent either on the phone connecting with somebody, sending someone samples, following up, or teaching them.
How do I overcome obstacles and objections? I think the first thing I do is I breathe.
Allowing people a chance to try a sample and have an experience with doTERRA.
Through patience and understanding and keeping the relationship open.
Why can't I shut up about doTERRA? Because they are the greatest products. Because of the way they have made my body feel after 13 years in the NFL.
Because I know the personal transformation that has happened in my life, physically and emotionally, through using these powerful solutions.
me gusta tanto hablar de doTERRA porque quiero que las personas vean la oportunidad que es trabajar en una empresa que lleva bienestar en tantos niveles.
I love to help people find the magic within themselves to change their life, to change the course of the direction of their life.
It isn't about me, it's about them.
因为我相信doTERRA值得每一个人拥有。
We naturally want to share what we love.
We are literally changing lives one drop and smile at a time.
We're just getting started. We've got some amazing tips to give you. In fact, in a minute, you're going to learn how one of our top enrollers uses the Live Guide and Rewards program to turn one-time buyers into lifelong customers. But first, have you ever wondered what the life of a wellness advocate really looks like? We wanted to give you a look into how you can build a booming business alongside everything else in your life. Wellness advocate Judy Diaz-Guererro graciously allowed us to tag along with her to see how she juggles everything in her life to build a successful doTERRA business.
doTERRA has allowed me to dream. doTERRA has allowed us to do things beyond what was in our plan. And I always like to say I've gone to grad school, I've had lots of life experiences, I've studied abroad. doTERRA has been, first and foremost, one of the greatest personal development journeys, and second, one of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had. When we started with essential oils, I was actually working as an independent consultant doing social work. When I went to convention and witnessed the magic of convention and what we do at the global level, that's where I felt this is my own type of social work. I'm empowering people, I'm helping people. My week starts Sunday. Sunday is family day. We go to church and then it's playing with the kids. We have an awesome trampoline that they love to jump on. I'll jump on sometimes. We have board game night and it's family. It's kind of rest and recover. And then in the evening before bed, I really like to plan out my week. Any meetings coming up, any maybe texts that I need to remind people of things, so planning. And then Monday is pretty much my busiest day. I start from early morning with a mentor call for myself and then back-to-back mentor calls with my teammates. And then Monday evenings, we have an intro to oils class. A big component of our job is to teach people. Tuesdays is dedicated to continuing ed classes. I'll squeeze in what's called wellness consults. And once someone enrolls with doTERRA, it's following up with them. It's making sure that they have the resources, the education on how to utilize their oils. So that's kind of what Tuesdays and Wednesdays look like. In the evenings, I kind of change my hat back onto mom. This is a beautiful aspect of my job, is that I get to be there full time with them and still work my business. Thursday, we go back to having kind of a team training, intro to business, what we call, to learn about our financial opportunity. And then Friday is kind of catch-up day. Friday is any calls that I need to catch up with team members, again, following up and contacting. I'll typically schedule fun events like oil bingo or a DIY class. And then Saturdays, sometimes I'll squeeze in a class for those that work from Monday to Friday. But I really like to enjoy Saturdays for family. And so the amazing thing about doTERRA is that we have to have allotted things, like allotted times for very important key activities, but we get to choose when we do that and when it fits with our family schedule. And that for me has been one of the best things about this job. Self-care for me isn't anything extravagant. I really love solitude time, and I do like to pamper myself with our products. I like to oil up and just having quiet moments with a good podcast, with a good book. I have always been an athlete growing up, so I like to get my body moving. I like to go on walks. So exercising is self-care, and just being with family for me. I feel that I won't stop ever what I do until every home has an oil. They're life-changing. We got to experience how powerful these products were. We had success story after success story, and I can't keep this gift to myself. doTERRA stands for Gifts of the Earth, and I just feel super passionate about being able to share what these oils have done for my family, for other families.
Coming up, we've got some exciting things planned for you. Sharing doTERRA essential oils is easy and can fit into any lifestyle. And you'll hear from people who have done just that. We'll also hear from some real-life, down-to-earth leaders who will talk about how you can get started making extra money with the doTERRA business and how their lives have changed since they went all in. There are so many incredible things that set doTERRA apart from all the rest. One of them is the opportunity to create financial control in your life. So let's dive into what this means for you. It means you don't have to stress about paying for a babysitter so you can go on a date night. And you can say yes when your kids beg you for that $10 churro at Disneyland. So let's take a look at how our one-of-a-kind compensation plan can change your life.
The purpose of this video is to help you understand the doTERRA compensation plan. There are 5 basic ways you can earn commissions with doTERRA: through retail profit, which is earning the 25% difference between retail and wholesale pricing from your retail sales, or through a series of bonuses: Fast Start, Power of 3, Unilevel, and bonus pools. Before we begin, there's a common acronym you will hear throughout this video: PV. PV stands for personal volume. Every product is given a product or point value that is used in commission qualifications. Now let's take a look at each bonus. Number 1, Fast Start. Fast Start commissions are a great way to begin earning income from the very first day. Fast Start allows all wellness advocates to earn a bonus on new customer purchases. For each customer you enroll, doTERRA will pay you 20% of the PV on anything they purchase within their first 60 days. This includes their initial order. Fast Start bonus payments are made to 3 levels of enrollers. While the direct enroller of the new member earns 20% back, the next enroller up earns 10% back, and the next enroller up from there earns 5% back. Number 2, Power of 3. It works like this. If you place a 100 PV order on the Loyalty Rewards program, and 3 of your frontline achieve a minimum of 100 PV on the Loyalty Rewards program, all within a given month, and your total team volume exceeds 600 PV, doTERRA will pay you a bonus of $50. If you then help those 3 people on your first line earn the $50 bonus, then you will receive a $250 bonus. Now, if you help their teams also achieve the same $50, giving your first line each the $250 bonus, your bonus will increase to $1,500. Note that your team volume is the total combined PV of you and your entire frontline. Here's another graphic to explain. You earn $50 for your first level, $250 for your second level, and $1,500 for your third level. Number 3, Unilevel. doTERRA's main bonus is called the Unilevel Organizational Bonus. It is the most generous and unique plan available. After 60 days, all accounts are placed in a Unilevel system, and you earn an increasing rate of commission on each level down through 7 levels based on order volume. You will earn 2% on the first level and continue to earn more throughout up until the 7th level, where you earn 7%. Most other compensation plans start you out on a higher percentage rate at the beginning, and as levels deepen, you earn a lower percentage, meaning, overall, less income for you. Unlike many other compensation plans, with doTERRA, you actually make the most on the most and the least on the least. Number 4, bonus pools. Bonus pool shares are available monthly to those who rank Premier and above. Each bonus pool is made up of a percentage of the global commissionable volume for the payout month. This means that each month, the total from each bonus pools is split into equal shares, which are then paid to qualified wellness advocates. The amount that you can earn from these pools depends on the rank that you achieve in a given month. To summarize, there are 5 basic ways to generate income with doTERRA: retail profit, Fast Start, Power of 3, Unilevel, and bonus pools. You can start earning immediately and on a weekly basis when embracing the Fast Start bonus. Unilevel commissions are paid out 7 levels, increasing your percentage earned the deeper you go. Dynamic compression ensures that every order pays out on 7 levels to the first qualifying uplines. Building a residual income with doTERRA is helped by a 65% customer retention rate, far exceeding the direct sales industry average. This means that once you build your business, it makes it more feasible to both maintain and grow. doTERRA's mission is to empower every individual. Our compensation plan truly rewards people with products that they want and need in their everyday life. Our mission is to change the world, one drop, one person, one community at a time.
You can see how powerful the doTERRA compensation plan is. There are a lot of ways to make money, from commissions to bonuses, but it all simply starts by sharing essential oils. The only thing missing is you. If you truly want to change your life, one of the most powerful things you can do is believe in yourself. You have everything it takes, exactly as you are, to create a successful business at doTERRA. I love this quote from Muhammad Ali. To be a great champion, you must believe you are the best. If you're not, pretend you are. One of our leaders who displays this confidence every day is Presidential Diamond Jessica Moultrie. Picture this: Southern preacher meets Miss Congeniality. That's Jessica.
As a young professional, I had experiences that taught me a lot about what I wanted out of my career. I started at a cubicle, not for me. I left that job for pharmaceutical sales. I was paid really well, had a free car and expense account, and as a person in my mid-20s, couldn't imagine things better. It's funny how that works, right? You just don't know what you don't know, because a decade later, that dream job had become just something I tolerated. I still had a boss that was the worst. I was stuck with my phone like a ball and chain. I had to answer to someone else every day, and no matter how well I did, all I was really doing was making someone else money. I wanted to be my own boss, my own CEO. I definitely wanted to be rewarded financially for the work I did. I was looking for purpose. I wanted to change lives and help people. I was looking for more. The things I wanted, you just don't find very often in a job. So let's talk for a minute about light switch decisions. A light switch decision is one that we can make in an instant, yet can have a profound impact on our lives. Taking financial control is something that's possible for all of us. Here's the thing. You are a light switch decision away from changing your mindset and having the confidence to pursue doTERRA as a business model and source of revenue that can be life-changing. There's real power in the light switch decision that you can make to take financial control and begin to live life on your own terms. Let me tell you a quick story about one of my light switch decisions. I had started to do doTERRA while I was in pharma. My husband and I had this deal that when I was making $2,000 a month, I could quit my job. As I was just starting my doTERRA journey, a recruiter called me to tell me about another pharma job that really seemed like a big upgrade. Better boss, better pay, better products, and a company I had wanted to work for. It would have been everything I was looking for had I not learned about doTERRA and what I could accomplish here. I was living one foot in the corporate world and one foot in doTERRA when I received that call. But that night, I made a decision that changed the course of my life forever. I decided I didn't want to work for anyone else again. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted more. I made a decision just like flipping a light switch. I was never going back. That kind of decision is one that any of us can make. Once you make the decision, however, you have to make it over and over and over again. That line of thinking is the mindset required for us to have success. According to research by Deb Erickson, the greatest challenge and obstacle keeping people from taking action is 97% mindset. Not knowledge or strategy or skill set. Those are all things that can be learned. 97% of the problem is your mindset, the doubt, the fear, the worry. You may not have what it takes. You know, my husband always says, mastering your mind is the hard part. Once you do that, the actions are easy. Everything here starts with an intentional decision, a flip of the switch. Let me share another story to illustrate what I mean by light switch decisions. Soccer legend Mia Hamm, who won 2 World Cups and 2 gold medals, also played for legendary coach Anson Dorrance. He was an important mentor to her, her first national team coach and her college coach at the University of North Carolina, where they won 4 national titles together. Mia was someone who had all this talent and opportunity, but she wasn't fully tapping into her potential. The two were in a meeting one day, and Anson knew there was more in Mia. He kept pushing her and pushing her. What do you want? What do you want? She couldn't think of anything to say, and suddenly instinct just took over, and she blurted out, "To be the best." Ham couldn't believe what she just said. The words sounded crazy to her, but the more she thought about them, the more she realized they were sincere. She sat in her chair waiting for her coach to tell her to be serious. But instead, he asked her, "Do you know what the best is?" Once again, she sat there hoping the question was rhetorical. But finally, Dorrance stood up and walked behind the desk. He flipped the light switch off, and the two of them sat in darkness for a moment. Then he flipped the switch right back on and said, "It's just a decision, a light switch decision. That's all it takes. But you have to make that decision every single day. You can't make it today and say, 'Whew, I'm so glad that's over.' You have to make it tomorrow and the next day and the day after that, the rest of your career." My daughter, Olivia, who also happens to be a doTERRA performance advocate, last year became the youngest professional soccer player in American sports history. It was an amazing achievement and one that I'm so proud of her for. People ask me all the time, how does she do it? How is she so good? Or what's the secret? And I tell them all the same thing. Olivia made a light switch decision as a very young girl that she was going to be the best, and her actions tell that story every day of her life. She made a decision and lets nothing distract her from her ultimate goal every day. Because that's the thing about these light switch decisions. We don't make them once. We have to make them every day, over and over again. It doesn't matter if it's me, Olivia, Mia Hamm, or any number of the thousands of people who've made the decision to be all in at doTERRA. In this way, it's always the same thing. It's just a decision, a light switch decision that you make today and every single day after. I wish we were all in the same room right now so I could look you in the eye and tell you that you can do this. This can be your career. I've seen too many examples of different people from all backgrounds find success. Have confidence in doTERRA. Get ready to serve others and intentionally decide today and tomorrow and the next day to take action towards making your definition of freedom a reality.